strike curious poses. They feel a hit between you and me. Animals strike curious poses. Feel the hit between you and I. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, animals strike curious poses. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, animals strike curious poses. Ladies and gents, welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another social production. Friday, August the 12th, 2022. Baby boys, baby girls, everybody, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all safe and sound wherever you are. It's another loose sesh. We came back indoors today just to regroup, because a lot of exciting things are happening, but we gotta pace ourselves, gotta take it slow, gotta remember that slow drip, we're talking viscous, baby, slow like molasses. Take your time with it. Sip to the gang. Lovely day here in Toronto. Beautiful weather out there. If you're outside enjoying the sun, shout out to you guys. Anywhere else, boys and girls, wherever you are, I hope the weather's treating you well. I hope the summer days are treating you well. Hope you're treating yourself well, and others as well. It's just teamwork, baby. But yeah, today we're gonna hang loose. Again, if you've been with me from the get-go, thank you very much. You know who you are. Shout out, sending you all love, sending you all positive vibrations in and around the world. If you're just joining me today, we have fun around here. Keep it silly, we keep it loose. You know what I mean? Keep it loose, baby. Keep it loose like your mother's coin purse. You thought I was going somewhere else, but that's your mom. Have some respect. Your mother's coin purse. Loose. Yo. Your mom's got them loose coin purses. That's what it is, baby. Trickle. That's what it is. Or, keep it loose like your old dad with the loose rectum. The older dads. You know what I'm talking about. Dads who are, maybe even granddads. Dads who are up there in the age. And we all know things get loose with age. But that's how it is. Things get better and looser with age. Like wine. Much looser. Better with age. That's right. That's what I've heard. But nonetheless, man, we're gonna have some fun today. Been thinking about a lot. Just trying to, today's gonna be we're gonna be just coming in from the heart. We're gonna just come in from the heart. It's all from the heart. And you can't come from is it possible to even come from the heart? Biologically, probably, you can't come from your heart. Like the intent can come from the heart. But you can't, you can't shoot rope from the old heart. You can try. Put your heart into it if you're trying to make babies. Those make the best babies. The intentional, heart-felt babies, I think. But that's just babies. Regardless, man, we're gonna keep it loose and have fun. That's what today's all about. I saw some cool videos that got me thinking about a few ideas. I want to discuss it with the gang, with the crew, if we can. Two silly, fun little videos, and it got me thinking. Animals strike curious poses. Feel the heat between you and me. Animals getting high outside, and maybe inside too. I want to talk about animals getting high, animals tripping out there on different stuff, and you're like, does that even happen? I recently found out. I heard very, minimally about potentially reindeer or deer going about, picking up raspberries, fruits here and there, and then also nibbling on a little bit of that psilocybin. Psychedelic shroomsies. I heard of that, but I saw two other videos that got me it got me thinking about different stuff, and we'll get into it. I saw a video that recently popped up. It's of a bear, actually it wasn't that thick. It was actually, it was a fit bear, dude. Bear looked like it went for walks. That bear looked like it's, munching on that Mediterranean diet. A little bit of fish, a little bit of water, a little bit of honey. Mad honey, baby. Mad Honey. Saw a video of this bear. The title read something along the lines of bear rescued in Turkey because he was high on mad honey. So what is mad honey? I don't know, but I'd like some. I'd like to try some. Apparently it's this honey that they create in Turkey or in that region of the world, or maybe they do it in other places too. I don't know. I know this is just very recent that I found it. So there's this honey that's not like reg honey. It'll cause you to hallucinate, and people also do die from it as well. So I've read and heard, but I've never tried it. I've never even heard of it until now. So it got me thinking, man. And here's the thing: there's a bunch of people who caught this bear, who rescued, quote unquote, the bear, and the bear was tripping on mad honey. Now, how do you know? How do you know you're rescuing the bear from mad honey? Maybe he's just having a ball, first of all. So there you are, being a total buzzkill in the animal kingdom. Poor bear just wanted to have some honey and get high. But you couldn't stand it, could you? You couldn't stand it. And they wonder, they put the bear in the back of a truck. The bear's just all like, wobbly, having a blast. But at the same rate, you can tell maybe, again, but that's just me projecting from my human brain. I don't know what's going on in the head of the bear. He doesn't look too comfortable. He doesn't look uncomfortable. He doesn't look like regular. He's high, let's just say that. And he's tripping. Now, allegedly, at least I don't know. That's the story, that's the image, that's the video. But, if you were tripping on anything, would you want to be rescued, dude? I don't want to, you know what I mean? Depends. It depends. If it's like bath salts, maybe. But like, apparently people consume this in Turkey as well. And some people have, like, again, I read that some people die from it if you overdose or something. If you can get poisoning from it. I'm not too sure how it works. Don't try it at home. You probably can't, dude. And because you can't get a hold of it. It's not here. And if you do, let your boy know where you got some so I can, not get me some either. That's what it is. But mad honey apparently is a thing, and apparently bears like dabbling in mad honey and getting high and tripping. Yeah, again, the title read rescuing bear, but again, I don't know how much of a rescue that is. Maybe he was just, leave him alone, leave him in nature, or not. Again, I don't know. Maybe if that's the thing, if he's tripping out in nature, yes. But if he's, if he's getting high and like coming into people realm, if he's getting bigger and better ideas, next thing you know, he's thinking of like self-improvement, DIY things, self-help books. He's maybe thinking of getting a job. If he's coming in hot as a potential competition, we nip it in the bud, baby, because there's already enough, competition. But like, and I support people competition with each other. But if we're gonna be having like smart bears coming in there and just getting high and like cracking calculus. Getting into physics, dude. You see a bear doing physics? The bear's a physicist. Fizzing all over the place. Physicisting. Getting in there with you know what it is? Having fun. Or, a bear that's like starting to get introspective. Oh, I don't know how I feel about eating fish. Now it has to go through a phase. Becomes a vegetarian, loses all the weight. Decides, never mind. It's just the way it works. You got to consume smaller animals. It's the way it works. And like, if it works like that, why aren't we being consumed by the bear? We nipped it in the bud. That's why they did. We did. We used to. We used to be bear food. But the tables have turned. Tables are reversed. The script is reversed. The script is rewritten. They didn't have a script. Not that strong of a script. But we came in, different angles. They had no chance once we started to master, tools and weapons. Prior tools and weapons, maybe they had the upper hand, you know what I mean? Definitely, I'm sure we lost a few great-great-great-grandparents who, desperate, foraging for food, latching onto some bear's teats, trying to suckle a little bit of milk out of those teats so he or she can go and spit it in your mouth. Or our great-grand, whoever's... Our parents, his parents, extracting milk, raw milk from a bear's teats and spitting it in. That's because that's how they fed us. No? I don't know. I would assume so, dude. If I was, if I was not clothed and placed hundreds, if not millions of years ago in the past, I'd do it, dude. And I'd feed you that way. Because that's love. That's coming from the heart. You don't see that anymore. And you're like, man, parent, but what happened to it? There's a generational gap between generations. We stopped feeding each other mouth to mouth. Thank God. But now that you gain some, you lose some. And then it all works out. It all balances itself out in the end. I'm not worried. But it's interesting, man, because animals, like, what is that? Like, because I'm sure they do notice a difference, Again, it gets me curious. I just want to, and there's also another video that supports this notion that it's not just bears, it's not just reindeer or deer, it's almost all sorts of animals. Dolphins, dolphins like to get high on pufferfish. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Saw another video of a couple of dolphins just swimming by pufferfish, and I don't know what kind of deal they got. Man, the pufferfish is the pusherman of the sea. Oh, I didn't even think about it like that. I wonder, where does he or she keep their money? Are they, are they dealing in crypto? Is it because you can't go cash in water, dude? Cash in water is wet. You can't go old school. You can't go like 1980s, 90s, early 1000 bills, because those are paper. Current bills, plastic, you could go in the water, so that's, problem solved. But it'd be easier if you're dealing and wheeling downstairs in the waters, go crypto in the water, dude. That makes sense. You don't want to, it's just like, you could go coin too, but then there is the element of rust. And yeah, crypto makes sense for underwater transactions. So I don't know how they got that deal going on, like this, the dolphin, like, just roll up to the old puffer fish and they do a little wink and a nod and they both know what's up. You got the stuff. He squirts a little bit of, little bit of puff, and then just, swims away, stands maybe 10, 20 feet, and then the dolphin just snorts it all up and starts flipping over. Oh man, having a ball now. They look really relaxed, the dolphins. Not so relaxed for the bear, because again, being a captive and being high, probably no bueno. But in the water, geez Louise, what an incredible feeling that must be. And I wonder if we can do that. Can we get high on pufferfish ink? Whatever. And how did, the video was short, it wasn't too descriptive. So I don't know how it went. Because again, the pufferfish, it's toxic. You can't just, it'll kill you if you consume it the wrong way or get the toxins in your bod. You could die from it. But there is a level or amount of the toxin that they can take in and just be, gooch. Silly Willy under the sea, baby, doing it. Flipper's having a ball down there, but how does that work? Do they, do they try to eat it or attack it and then it gets scared and then maybe a skunk mechanism as a self-defense mechanism, it squirts out puffs out a little whatevs, little liquid gas or something underneath the water and just, and then makes Tigger and bounces, and then the dolphin, or does it, because I don't think you can eat the thing. If you eat the thing, then you'll get the poison in your eye. I think because the video, the way it just showed a cloud of puffer fish, exertions, bodily exertions, and yeah, the dolphin was just rolling in it, having a ball. So I don't know, how does that work? But still, what got me curious, what's interesting is I wonder how it affects their brains. I wonder what kind of state they go in. I wonder what it makes them do. How's their perception altered? And it got me to think what other animals, consume or, dabble in the elevated arts. I wonder. And it reminded me of the Terence McKenna stoned ape theory, if I'm not mistaken, how hallucinogenic mushrooms may have aided us in furthering language or even maybe developing language. So I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I wonder how it works with other animals. Do other animals who do consume any sort of state-altering substance, do they gain anything? Do they lose anything? I don't know. But do they gain anything? Probably more chill. The dolphins looked so relaxed, dude. If I could, you know, let's get some of those puffer fish, dude. And you're like, it's dangerous. Some people might OD. Let's do it in a safe way, because you can do with, because that's the thing. Animals getting high off other animals, dude. That's oh. You've heard of, like, I've heard of people licking toads and shit, frogs. That's also a thing. But I wonder what's but that's the thing with us. We can talk about it. Like, you can go experiment with anything. You can come tell me your story. I can tell you my story. But I wonder how it affects them. Are there monkeys that have been, do monkeys eat mushrooms? I'm sure, dude. If you're out in nature, you probably eat and you're an animal. Look at us. We pretty much eat everything. So why wouldn't other animals eat almost everything? Maybe mushrooms, they're probably like preferred choice of food, but if it's out there in nature, you might as well dabble, right? Or at least by accident. So I wonder how it's impacted monkeys if they've consumed mushrooms. And I wonder if we could study it. We probably could study it. I'd like to, man, that's where it gets tricky, because then you'd have to like do some potential testing, maybe have two different groups, give one mushrooms, don't give one mushrooms from the time they're babies till maybe adulthood, study them, see how they develop language if they can. You know how like monkeys can be trained, different monkeys, chimps, what else, they can be trained to do sign language, learn a few words. I forget how many words, but still remarkable, the fact that they can pick up sign language and start communicating. That's incredible. And if you give them mushrooms to one group and then again don't give the other, do they develop language faster? Does that help? Do they, oh man. And then are we offsetting, and then what? And then, geez Louise, that's interesting. That's really interesting, no? Because then to see them and then keep that one group and then have them have babies and then keep giving their babies mushrooms. And I wonder if that'll maybe, next thing you know, dude, like 50 years goes by, first group of monkeys, no mushrooms, reg monkeys. 50 years has gone by, second group of monkeys who've had babies within that control setting and again, the parents have had mushrooms, the babies who are born are now being passed to DNA, we're also giving them mushrooms, and then they're consuming mushrooms themselves, and then they get off to, you get the idea, right? It keeps on going like a train. Chew, fucking chew, baby. And then, yeah, in 50 years, next thing you know, legit, dude, just sitting at a typewriter, just fucking writing novels and shit. That'd be amazeballs. And again, is that potential competition? It is. But at the bright side of things, monkeys typing? You know what it is, fam. I'm getting a secretary monkey, dude. I'm getting a secretary monkey, and we're just gonna be shrooming all day. A little bit for me, half grams for me, half grams for you. You wanna go a little bit higher? Let's go a little bit higher. 1.5 for me, 1.5 for you. But also they are aggro, dude. So then you know what? Scrap that. The idea sounds delightful, but I have also heard of horror stories where, they get feisty and rip your face off. So I don't want to have that. Although it would make a great episode, but things will never be the same. And yeah, I, for one, I'm not ready for that kind of change. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, thank you. Unless for a fact I know that type of chimp or monkey is not aggro there, but that's animals, dude. You never know. How can I trust it? I can't. I'll watch it from afar. Dude. You know what? Scrap that. No, sorry, I'm not. No, I'm not hiring. Do not email me if you're a monkey. You're like, I saw the pod. It's the greatest pod ever in the ether. Thank you. I supports it, and I want you to develop language faster too. But let's contain a little bit of that safe distance for the time being between the fellas, the humans, and the enough has come from the monkeys in recent history as well. So let's mitigate that as much as possible. But I am interested in how it potentially helps their brain function and how it impacts. And then like studying them, maybe we could draw parallels or find information that's useful to us. And all of this, of course, is probably a little bit inhumane, or rather, it's got nothing to do with humanity. It's all about the animals. That's what I say. Animal testing, I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good. But at the same rate, shroomsies, not too bad of a test. It's not like we're not cutting anything. We're not, but then Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm just asking. Has anyone done it? Has it been done already? Maybe it's been a thing that I've not come across. Do you own a monkey sanctuary? Are you weird with it? Don't be weird with it. Do you do weird shit with monkeys? Don't do weird shit with monkeys, or any other animals for that matter. At the same rate, again, I am interested in learning, because again, you can draw parallels between humans, monkeys, dolphins, uh, deers, reindeers, all these animals that happen to go outside and, do a little bit of exploration, which is amazing. I wonder how do they come back? I'm like, man, I wonder, yeah, it's fascinating to think about it, like, because it definitely alters our states, whatever we consume, whether it's food or water or any other chemical, definitely impacted. So I wonder what it does for them. And I wonder if it's, they don't have verbal language like we do. Does it enhance their sense of perception or sense of communication? Do they get more, would they become more open to potentially using other modes of communication? I don't know how animals, whether it's through sound or smell or just pure sight, if it enhances sight or smell or any other sense, because how animals have different sensory, they have different senses. They view things different. Like cats have cat's eyes. First of all, cat's eyes, nice beautiful eyes, but they see the world different, like every animal does, right? Cats see different like vibrations, cats see different colors and things that we don't necessarily see, and it's right in front of us. So you and I could be looking at something that looks like, I don't know, whatever, a blank piece of paper. They might see certain lines or waves on that, or if we show them a flower, to you and I, it might just be like a red flower or an orange flower. To them, it might be different hints of red or orange or whatever. Again, this is all just very minimal understanding from what I gather, but it's fascinating, man. I wonder if it enhances their development, and if anything, and if we find out that they can become like more like humans, it'd be trippy, dude. Or at least not like humans, but rather, I don't know. It is interesting to think about. I'm curious about that. And it doesn't have to stop there. Is there are there animals? Are you a pet owner? Are you dabbling in the art of pet ownership out there? Have you rescued a cat? Have you rescued a dog? Have you rescued a ferret? Have you rescued a little, just a little raccoon out there? Have you rescued maybe? What about other animals? Maybe you're running a little cockroach farm, dude. Maybe you're rescuing cockroaches. Not my cup of tea, per se, but maybe you have a bond with them, because there's always that one guy or one gal, like people who dabble in snakes. You know what I mean? That fella, you know what I mean. You've come across them. I remember doing training once for work way back in the day, and they sent us somewhere, and we met up with different other people who were getting trained, and then you had to sit around, get to know each other. It was a thing, and then one snake owner, snake dabbler, and you can tell, dude, cool dude, but also at the same rate, people who handle and live with snakes, not for your boy. Not judging it, but a little bit judging it also. Not gonna apply to you guys, because it's weird, dude. Like, it's good weird, but it's not my thing. Like, I would not be able to sleep knowing there is a 7-foot python or whatever kind of snake. Like, a Slytherin's not gonna be sleeping in the same house as I. That's no bueno, no thank you. You know what I mean? But there's always that one guy or one gal who will just be, they're just, let's go out. You're just chilling. You're having a picnic. You're chewing on that, PB&J. All of a sudden, the little fucking starts coming out her fucking blouse. Just you're munching, and then the fucking snake comes out, and you're freaking out. She's all just like, oh, don't worry. That's that's my snake. I don't know what it is. I like them. I like to look at. They're beautiful animals, beautiful, magnificent animals. But from afar. I don't want to be handling it. I don't want to be touching it. I'll do the whole one thing if we end up at a place and then they got a thing with a snake, and it's like, Nah, not into it. Not into it. But point is, what do you own, and have you ever gotten high with them? That's the question. Have you ever gotten high with your cat, with your dog, with your cockroaches, with your snake? How do they respond? Do they become more chill? Do they become more aggro? Do they get the munchies? Do they start speaking all of a sudden? Because you've heard of those stories like people talking to their cats. I think I remember watching if I'm not mistaken, it was Nick Cage who, his cat got high, or he got, I forget, it was a long time ago. I saw this little snippet of a video interview with Nick Cage. Maybe the cat got high, maybe they both got high. Somebody was talking to a cat. So regardless of the Nick Cage and the cat getting, has that happened to you guys? Is that a thing? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you catch your dog picking up a pen and paper, starts writing, oh, I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that, I gotta do this, gotta making to-do lists, That'd be a thing. That'd be a thing it'd be neat to explore. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I know. But it's very interesting because I think they enjoy it. Because it's not just like, I think a good portion of them enjoys it, just like you and I enjoy it. Because why else? Because it's not like, if a few of them did it and like they had bad reactions, the other ones would definitely be like, okay, we're not gonna dabble in that, you know what I mean? But we'll see, man. We'll see where the future goes. What I'm trying to say is that if you've got animals, get them high. Don't get them high. But you know what I mean, get them high. But don't get them high. This is not the time or place to be messing around. But also, have fun messing around, man. You know what it is. Keep it safe. Start low. Start low. Do a nice, start with a nice Jamaican hot box. Put your dog in the room with you if you can. See what happens. And then later on, moving on to, they can start rolling their own joints or, But then again, you don't want just like that. You know what? No, you know what? Every once in a while, you treat them to it. I don't want to see no dogs or cats just sitting at home because they already do enough lounging. Dude, the last thing I need is an extra lazy cat or an extra lazy dog, And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. But then it'd be like, why do I even have it? If it's not doing anything, because I've seen, like, it depends. Dogs and cats are all like humans are all different, but like there's some that are just like, they're lazy. They don't do anything. They just sit there, barely move. So, and if that one, like a Garfield sort of character, you know what I mean? So if they're just sitting there not doing anything, not being productive, and you're like, how productive can a pet be? I don't know. If it's given more love, then we can, maybe turn a blind eye. If it's just sitting there, not paying rent, they're never paying rent, are they? Might as well get them high, dude. So that's the message of today. What animals have you gone high with, if any? How was your experience? Did they start talking back? Did they at least start to, grunt a little bit differently? Did they start to, throw up gang signs by any chance? Did it have heavy repercussions because you were in a bad neighborhood and they threw up the wrong gang sign? And if that's your story, I'd like to hear about it. And if not, you can make it your story. Make it your story. That's what it is, baby. Fascinating things. Okay, incredible things are happening on a daily, and we're doing it together. And I'm so grateful to be alive and amongst you, even though we're at a distance right now. We're gonna be amongst each other, and we already are, via the interwebs and in person too on the streets. And next week's gonna be exciting. I got a sesh that I'm gonna be doing, so I'll be preparing for that. And we'll see, man. Next week is very exciting, and it's gonna be, I'm just looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. We're gonna have fun and learn and grow. And that's all that we do, baby. We just learn a little bit, grow a little bit, unlearn a little bit, relearn a little bit, and then grow a little bit, and then that's the way it moves. Things are looking good, not gonna lie. Things are looking good. I'm very happy, very grateful, very appreciative of people in general, and of people close to me and people in general. Because we're also, man, people are so fascinating. I'm so interested in people's way of movement, thinking, the way they look, the way they act, the way they talk. It's fascinating. Every time I go out for a walk, I see interesting, beautiful faces, young, old, and everybody's like, you look at people and everybody's got like, especially like there's some folks who've got, a little bit more life experience, and you can see that character in their face. Like the other day, I just saw an older man. He looked like, man, I don't know what his life story was, but you know what I'm talking about. You see a face and it just like, oh, you want to grab that face and just like, tell me all your stories. This fellow with a big old, looked like a skinny Santa, let's just put it that way. Skinny Santa, basically. A little bit hunched over, but lots of lines, gray, white eyebrows, gray hair, gray beard. Graybeard, that was his name, dude. Never hear about Graybeard in the pirate. You always hear about Blackbeard and Redbeard. Never hear about Graybeard. Did we have a Redbeard? Sure we did. Blackbeard, definitely the famous pirate with a beard. Did he, man, is it true he set his beard on fire whilst piracy? In the midst of piracy? High piracy season. And man, but if you got a long beard and if it's like a slow burn, would you set your beard on fire if you're out there like you're pirating? You're pirating. You're just, swinging from ropes and shanking people with your nice sword, dude. But do you light it on fire at the beginning of the battle to send a message that, oh, me, I'm local like that, I say, and it's just like, or do you do it towards the end so that it like, see what happens towards the end? We get litty. What kind of, would it be more scary for you to see a pirate light his beard prior attack, or in the middle of the attack, or towards the end? Right off the bat, you know what? I think if you are gonna set your beard on fire to be like, oh, that's my thing, dude. Maybe he was trying to do magic. Maybe he just wanted, like, maybe that's what he wanted to do, dude, and nobody would take him seriously if only people gave him a chance. It's just like, look, I feel no pain. Sets it on fire. He was like the original, or one of the original, like, famous magicians, if anything. You had David Copperfield, you had Chris Angel, David Blaine, I want to say, and others. But there's also Blackbeard. Daytime pirate, nighttime doing shows at the local pub, at the port. You don't know, you weren't there. It was difficult, man. Being in the biz back in the day, no agents, no bookers. You had to do the road, and the road was the sea, the high sea, and then the low sea. Waves were crazy, dude. Waves came in high and low, and then it got nuts. So, you try doing two, and back then it's admirable if you think about it. The guy was a hustler. No? I like pirates, what can I say? A little bit of me just like, oh, Blackbeard, hero. But also I wasn't around, so I don't know. Maybe he wasn't such a bueno guy. But then again, I don't know. I do like the concept of, oh, he had a thing, because you don't remember other pirates, millions of pirates. Name one. Can you? Captain Cook. Blackbeard. Any other names? No. Can't think of any, can you? No, you can't. And so, if you're gonna go, how did we get here, man? I don't know. But if you're gonna go do something, make sure you have a thing, Set your nutsack on fire. Be like, oh, we're doing accounting today. But you'll be that guy. Oh, Jim's the best accountant. He lights his nuts on fire. And he crunches numbers while the short curlies are burning. And that's that. You gotta be fast, because like with beards, you got a way to go. But with pubes, dude, if you let it grow, average, I want to say an inch per person. You can grow maybe 2 if you're lucky, maybe 3 if you're like really, gifted in that area. But even so, with 3 inches of, you still gotta be. So Jim is killing it out there, and he's not just an accountant, ladies or fellas. I don't know what he's into or what you're into. Doesn't matter. What's important that he loves his job. That's what's important. Give Jim a chance. You give Jim a chance, all right? Don't judge a book by its cover or the scent of its burning pubic hair. Let him do the work. And I don't know how we got to pirates, okay? And beards. We were talking about people being magnificent, amazeballs. Prior to that, we were talking about shroomsies and also pufferfish. How did we get to pirates? I don't know. And that's okay. And that's fine. And that's fine. It's completely fine. The best thing anybody can do in times of uncertainty is to start taking those steps towards change. Because steps be changing. Steps are change. Che, you are the change. Yes. Yes. Oh man, oh man. Oh boy. Ladies and gents, where can you find these wonderful videos? You're like, these videos are wonderful. Thank you. Boys out here trying, doing it every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. It's called Glad You Made It. It's always a so-so production. You can find it on Instagram, cut up little segments for you. Find the full-length video on YouTube. And if you'd like to support this show in any other form, like let's say, I don't know, fiscally, go to Patreon, check out Patreon, and talk about it. You know? Because you can easily be talking about many other things, and this could be one of them, amongst the other many things that you happen to talk about. What are your priorities? Kids' birthdays? Lovers' anniversaries? Mothers' birthdays? Your boss's birthday? You want to try to look good for the boss? You want to try to remember the boss's birthday? Don't be a suck up. Remember, don't be a suck up. Also, show the video to your boss, and he'll thank you. He'll thank you. The whole team will thank you. And why? Because that's the thing. Everybody is coming in there focused on goals, targets, aspirations that they've got on a monthly basis. But you're there loose as a goose. You're just making deals. You're slinging deals with everybody. A little puffer fish for this fella, a little bit of catnip for this lady. Everybody's getting a little bit. And all of a sudden, things are just organically working out for you, my friend. So you keep doing what you're doing, and you talk about the show, and I thank you for that. Again, the love and support means a lot. It is a slow burn, and it is a one-man operation. And again, I'd like to be doing more with more people, and I think we will be shortly. Or, slowly but surely, let's just put it that way. And I'm very excited, and I look forward to incorporating more aspects into this. And again, it's just on a daily I'm learning that I've got so much more to learn, and this is the beauty of it. I hope that, if I could say one thing, I hope for all of you out there and myself to be, continuously on a path of learning, if that makes, because that gives you something to do, which is nice. And I've mostly learned a lot about myself, if anything, and humans are very interesting to me. So I'm very thankful for the path that I'm on. I'm very thankful to all the comics who've come before me, who've inspired this thing that is now happening. I'm very appreciative. I'm in awe, basically. Every day I see people doing whatever you're into, whatever you're passionate about, and you start getting into it. I'm interested in that. Whatever, it could be anything, literally anything. As long as you're passionate about it, as long as you're doing it with determination to be, doing a great job, it gets my juices going. And I'm excited to see people doing different things. And I'm also excited to see other. I get really happy for. I've been wanting to say this. I get really happy for other comics who are on different levels, and it feels really nice to see people who have been doing the work who are now, putting out their specials, who are, they're doing it on different levels. It's just nice to see everybody's path, and I'm very grateful because, I look up to some ladies and some men out there who have set great examples, and I hope to be able to do that myself in my own way, if I can. Not an example, but I like to do a good job, if that makes any sense. Again, like I said, today was just mostly from the heart. Did a little farting, having some fun with the old gang, and thank you. Thank you for being you guys and gals out there. Thank you for everybody, whoever's out there, teaching something, learning something, solving something, creating something to be solved. Thank you as well. It takes all of us to dance. Aren't we all just animals striking curious poses? Fucking, dude, if I were an animal, and I am an animal, obviously we're all animals, but non-human animal, and you found me tripping, do not rescue me, okay? Do not put me in the back of a truck and be like, this bear's in need of a rescue. This bear probably wanted more honey. Mad Honey, dude. What a great name. Mad Honey. Mad Honey. That's a great name for a product. Shark Tank, once again, I'd like to introduce to you Mad Honey. That's right. Patented and tested right here. Did people die? Maybe. Allegedly, they did. I had nothing to do with it. We did our own thing. You're like, you haven't done a thing. You don't know that. I could have been doing things in Turkey. Research. With the people with the labs. We've got labs. We've done the research. It's been purified. I'd like to be able to make shipments. I want to become the largest importer of Mad Honey, dude. Soso's Mad Honey. Rob Sadri introducing Mad Honey. Oh my god, dude. Everybody's just putting Mad Honey in their tea, just sipping Mad Honey. 99 out of 100 people will have a great time. 1 out of 100 will probably pass away, but we'll put that on the label. And that'll, whatever the pharmaceutical companies do, we'll do that. No, psych, we shouldn't do that. We should just get a better thing. Slightly Mad Honey. But that's not as good as Mad Honey. You want Mad Honey, dude. You want to be rolling the dice not knowing what you get. But that's risky. Okay. Controlled chaos. Roll the dice, but have the dice be loaded so that 100 out of 100 have a great time. We're going to have to get in there. We've not done the research, I'm going to be honest with you, but patenting it right now, because apparently it's not a thing that well known of a thing. Right here, right now, you heard it here first. Nobody else except us and whoever else wants to get involved, including Shark Tank, including Dragon's Breath. Anybody wants to get in, we'll do. Hey, I don't care, dude. As give me. We can do 51-49 split. We can do a small percentage of a large thing. Scale it. Oh, business moves. Business moves. Let me zip up a little bit. Business moves. Animals strike curious habits. I feel a hate between you and me. They do because they can sense with different, again, eyesight's different, hearing's different. They can sense a lot between you and me. A lot's going down between you and I. Like all of us. Feels good to be alive, feels good to be human. Would not trade it for anything else. Towards the end, and then I'd like to be able to. This is fucking great. Yeah, if there's a reincarnation thing happening, or humans is my preference. I don't know how it all works. If we have to go through a few animals, again, I ask you to not interrupt me while I'm out there, sipping on some Mad Honey or eating some shrooms. Oh, let's rescue him. He's having a hard time. Having a blast, having a great time. Okay, is what the bear was probably doing, and you interrupted his routine. So Before you go patting yourself on the back, ask questions. How does it impact their brain? How does it impact their overall state of well-being? Was it, did he have too much? Was he having a bad time? Or was it just a matter of because, what if he had a little bit and he had a great time? Because he didn't look like he was having a bad time. He just looked like he was bothered by the fact that he was in the back of a truck. As anybody would be when they're intoxicated. A bear, a human, a lobster, cockroaches. What else can fit in the back of a truck? Termite? Thousands of termites. Also mice. All sorts of animals. But regardless, get an animal high, put him in the back of a truck. Uncomfortable. Because there's no padding, there's no back support. Especially if it's not your truck, dude. Whose truck is it anyway? How did I get here? All the questions you're asking, and people are like, don't worry, drink more water, you'll be fine. And that probably is true in most cases. Drink lots of water. Please remain safe. Do not do anything that you wouldn't do or do. Do what you want to do. Be safe. I'm not advocating anything, I'm not promoting anything, but I'm also not promoting anything and not advocating anything. So I'm just right there in the center of things, just putting it out there. There are animals on the loose, and we could be potentially enjoying mad honey, pufferfish, puff, because it's 2022, baby, and a half. More than half. 2020, it's more than half of 2022, baby. And this that year that we get experimental, it's that year that's what I want to see, dude. I want to be seeing, let's get you down there with the dolphins. I want to see a fella go in there with the dolphins instead of pussyfooting around the idea or just Dolphin Cove. Let's make a documentary about how harsh the life of a dolphin is in the cove. You always see the massacre and the slaughter, and you never see. That's what the media always focuses on. Just stabbing, tuna. You never see animals just recreationally having a blast. Just listen to Dre and Snoop underwater having a blast. When was the last time you saw that? They don't focus on that. They don't let us focus. Let us focus. Focus hard. Focus slow, focus fast. Focus tight. Focus all night long. And that's life. So next time you go down to the Caribbean, you go down to the Bahamas, you go down to St. Bart's, you go down to this, that, or the other. You go down to an island. There's an island amongst many islands. Some islands do regular island shit. Other islands are now without a caretaker. Like the Epstein Island. Who's running that shit now? Good times. Somebody must be, right? Do they just shut it all down and closed? How sad is that? How sad is that, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I mean? It's sad. Really, somebody should look into that. Point is, next time you're in the islands, swimming with the dolphins. Follow dolphin. Don't just be like, oh, let me ride the dolphin. Oh no, my bathing suit's falling off. Oh no, I'm getting raped by the dolphin. You're having a blast, and you come back with a nice rape story from the dolphins. And instead of going out there trying to get raped by dolphins, why don't you go out there, swim with the dolphins? And don't be a fucking mooch, just not even using your limbs, latching on like a mooch, Do your own swimming. Swim around them and then see where they swim. Follow them. And then if they come about a puffer fish, let them do their thing. Let them come. You're not the middleman here. That's their realm. You let the dolphin be the procurer of the puffer fish oozing gases, liquids, whatever it's squirting out there. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a cloud underwater. Mixture of both, probably a little bit of gas, a little bit of liquid, it's farting, it's queefing out there essentially is what it's doing, and it's getting us high. Not us, but them. Who are they, them? It's you and me going with the dolphins and just having a ball. That's what it is. And yeah, next time you see a bear, just, going elbow deep like Winnie the Pooh in his honey pot. I was gonna say punny hot. In his honey pot. You let him finish, but also afterward you start, they have also, okay, people have started consuming that. What is the safe amount? Because I need this product to be out on the shelves. This is right now the market is, because I got my pulse on the market. I got the pulse of the market on my pulse and the market's pulse. It's one pulse. Should the market stop pulsating, I will stop pulsating. Good God, I can't stop. Once I start, I can't stop, and we must continue to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, I will have these. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do the FDA thing. We're gonna go through the back, out the side, through the window, in the chimney, and we're gonna get these products. Well, I'll ship it in, dude. I'll get it from Nicaragua, Mexico, South America. I'll get that Peruvian mad honey. You can't take that name anywhere, dude. Maybe you can, but I'm producing it. We're putting it out there. The bottles were probably going to be mismatched, not really, with the labels. I don't have time for this. Mostly it's what's inside that counts. And the fact of the matter is, some things have standards and rules and regulations, like McDonald's. You know what you're getting. Think of that, but exactly the opposite. We're that. We're exactly that. Whatever McDonald's is, the exact opposite. But it's, again, 99 out of 100, like 80 out of 100 to be safe, okay? 80 out of 100? Hey, you got an A average, 80 out of 100, A minus. Well, who's counting minus plus? Give or take 75. 65 out of 100 people will have a blast. The other 35, what is personal responsibility? What is know your limit, play within it? Just because 35 people happen to lose their eyesight and are now on a long waiting list to get bionic eyes, doesn't mean that we can't have fun, or at least the bears can't have fun. What's going on in their brains, dude? That's all I'm saying. Ask questions, have fun with it. It's Friday. Go get yourself a Brazilian backs. You're not into it. You like a big old jungle down there. Regardless, I want you to have fun, and I will also try and have fun. I will have fun. I do have fun. That's right. Have fun is what I'm trying to tell you. Enjoy life. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Send everybody love out there. Stay silly. Long live the silliness. And let's try. Curious poses. Feel it here. Bury you around me. Peace out.
When attacked, pufferfish release a neurotoxin. In high doses it can kill, but in small doses it has a narcotic effect. It seems to be affecting the dolphins. They appear totally blissed out by the whole experience. And remarkably, all take turns in passing the puffer around. This is the first time that apparent recreational drug use has been documented in dolphins. With the dolphins otherwise engaged, the puffer deflates. He's free to go on his way. It looks like they will be distracted for quite some time.